So hello guys, for today's session we're going to talk about flash fill, concatenate, concate, exact, left, right, mid, len, lower, upper, proper, trim, find, search, replace, subtitle, left, and so on. So firstly we're starting with the flash fill. Flash fill is a feature in Excel that automatically fills in values based on patterns it recognizes, and in your data it can be used to reformat data, extract information, combine columns, or split data into multiple columns without the need for any complex formula. So either you are going to flash fill. Okay, for instance, we have this first name and last name, and you would love to flash fill this by joining this first name and last name together. All you have to do is to write out the first name in the same format, which is PHI Philip. So now this is a format on its own. So we have different ways in which we always flash fill. Actually, we have the invoke flash fill, so which is always automatically or manually. So Excel might automatically detect the pattern as you type it and fill in the rest of the column itself. But manually, if Excel doesn't automatically fill in the data, you can manually trigger flash fill by pressing your Ctrl E window or selecting data, then flash fill from the ribbons. Hope you understand. So now we have Philip Ola in the cell D2. So if you want to flash fill, all you have to do is just to click on it, then Ctrl E to automatically fill it down. So you have the full name here. I hope you understand. So that's for the flash fill. So Excel recognizes the pattern and automatically do what? Fill everything up for us. So the next one is concatenate. How do we concatenate, and what is concatenation all about? So after that, we are going to discuss concate, and I'll be telling you guys the difference between concatenate and concate. We have the exact, left, and so on and so forth. So starting with the concatenate. Concatenate is all about like is a function. Yes, let me put it like that. It's a function that combines two or more strings into one. For example, if we have hello, if we have, okay, let me use this empty cell here. I'm coming. If you have something like hello, and we have something here like world, hello world. So we want to concatenate hello world, which means we want to do what? We want to combine these strings together. Hope you understand. So all you have to do is to use your concatenate formula by doing this. I'm coming. By doing this. Okay, you know what we are going to do? We are going to use this first name and last name to concatenate this. So or should we use the hello word? Okay, let's use the hello word for instance, so you can get to understand what it means by using concatenation. So equals concatenate, then open parenthesis, we have the text. Which text do you want to concatenate? Hello, close it, comma, open, this for the delimiter, which is the space button, then comma, word, close. So now you want to concatenate hello word. This is how we are going to concatenate hello word, and by pressing the tab button or entering this, we are going to have it returning hello word. So do you see? So we concatenate, which means we combine the strings similar. If you understand. So when we're talking about concate, concate is like Excel 2016 and later. So they are the functions that also combine strings similar to concatenate, and it's basically the same with it. But we're going to come to the difference where I can explain very. So we have the exact, and the exact functions compare two strings and return true if they are exactly the same, otherwise false. For example, we have equals exact. So can you see here? Checks whether two text strings are exactly the same and return true or false. Exact is a case sensitive. So that means the way you write it is the way you're going to see it. It's always case sensitive. So now let's use our exact for instance. We have exact, open parenthesis, the first text, which is what can we use as the first text? Okay, let's use a fruit, mango. parentheses. So this is an exact example, mango, comma, mango. So what's there is that definitely if you want to compare these two strings together, it's going to return true for us if they are exactly the same. Otherwise, you are going to say false. Equals exact, open, mango, I hope you all understand this. So which means exact, open parenthesis, a mango and another mango. So these are two strings and it's exactly the same. For instance, if you have something like exact equals exact, open, mango, comma, mango, okay, mango. Let's use this. Can you notice that the spellings are different? We have mango and we have mango here. So once we execute this, we are going to say false, which means they are not the same. I hope I'm communicating, which means they are not the same. So for the left, we have the left functions, which is returning the leftmost character from a string. For instance, we have excel equals left, open parenthesis, then excel, then close, comma. Let's return the true character from excel. So once we press enter, we are going to see ex, which means we are returning the true character, leftmost character from excel, which is e and x. I hope you understand that. So let's return true character for mango as well, or 3. So we have equal left, that was the text. Text is mango, we have man, which is man. So we return the leftmost characters from this mango, which is man. So the next one is the right. So when you're talking about the right function returns the rightmost character from a string as well. So let's use the same formula and the same wordings, which is excel and mango. So equals right, excel, so can you see you have el, which is the what, the rightmost character, two rightmost character from the word excel. So for the mango, we have equal to right, open, true. So we have go, which is the two rightmost character from the word mango. So we have the next one, which is the mid. So the mid function extracts a specific number of character from a string and starting at a specified position. For example, equals mid tab. What's the first text? Let's use Excel is powerful. That's the text, comma, followed by the start number. The start number should be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Like I'm counting E1, X2, C3, E4, F5, then the space 6. So I is 7, S is 8. So the start number, let's use 7, comma, and 2. Close our parentheses and press our enter button. So which means I want to extract the mid function. I hope you understand. Excel is powerful. I want to extract the mid function starting from a specified position. I'm starting from that 7 and I want to count 2, which is I, S, 7 and 8, which is that 2. So for the len, we have there are functions that returns the number of characters in a string. For example, we have equal len, open parenthesis, Excel. So now for the len here, we want to know the length of this string. So it's going to return the number of characters in this string for us. And Excel is 1 2 3 4 5, 5 characters. So if you have a large amount of data and you just want to know the length of everything, it's best we just use the len musical. So pressing my enter button, I'm going to see what I'm coming. It's always case sensitive equals len, then my text. I'm coming equals len, open, Excel. So this is it. We have equal len, open, and parentheses Excel. So which is 5. So the next one now is the lower, and for the lower we have lower functions, which is to convert the text lowercase. For example, we have equals lower. So let's convert this text function. We have hello world, hello world. So pressing enter button, you are going to see that everything here changes to what? Changes to a small letter, which is a lowercase. Let me type this. We have equals lower tab. So everything changes to what? To a lowercase function. To a lowercase rather. So same applies to uppercase, in which all you have to do is just to type our equal to function, equal to then our upper function. Use GPP, open parenthesis, let's use the same thing, which is hello world. Can you see it converts our text to uppercase? So we have the proper function, we have the proper. So for the proper function, I'm coming. Yeah, so we have the proper. Let me expand this a little. So for the proper function, all it has to do is to capitalize the first letter of each word in a text string. To write it in a proper way. So now we have, for instance, we have equal to proper, open parenthesis, then hello world. Can you see that we can now have it in a proper way by doing what? Capitalizing the first letter of each word in a text string. We have capital letter H and capital letter W. So for the trim function is used to remove extra spaces from text, leaving only single spaces between words. For instance, we saw okay, Excel is powerful earlier, so let's use something like okay, equal to trim. Open up parentheses. What's the text? The text can be this. Let's put space Excel, another space. Let's just put a lot of space there. Is great. Space. Then close. Press our tab button. Can you see? Excel is great. But we have this trim already, which means we want to remove extra spaces from the text, and we want to leave what? The single spaces between the words, which is Excel space is the same thing, great. So all we need there is just leaving a single space between those words, which is Excel space is space great. Hope you understand that. So we have the next one, which is the find. So for this find functions is always used to return the starting position of one text string with another. For example, we want to find equal to find, we want to find E in Excel. Find E, comma, in what? Excel. We want to find E. I'm coming. I didn't open this code. In Excel. So finding E in Excel is what? It returns what for me? It returns 4. So which means I type what? E, small letter E, which means I want to find E in Excel. Where does E lies between the word Excel? We have first letter capital E, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth character is what? E, small letter E here in Excel. So in a situation where I want to find L, can you see I have 5, which is L, which is EXCEL, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is the L in Excel. I hope you understand that. So for the search functions was like find, but in case insensitive rather. For example, we have search E in Excel or search X in Excel. So it's always kind of similar to each other. So we have equals search. So we have E function, we have search. So for this search, all you have to do is I want to retype it. Search, tab, find text. Which text are we looking for? Let's look for the Excel. Let's look for C in Excel. So we have C in Excel. We are looking for C, then close, comma, then which word, within which text are we looking for? We are looking for C in Excel, then close it with a tab. So we have 3, which means the placement of C in Excel is the third character. We have E as the first character, we have X, and we have C. Why the C is the third character we're looking for? That's how we use our search. So for the replace is all about a function. Like for instance, you want to replace a part of a text string with a different text string. Okay, for instance, we have equal to replace. What are we replacing? So you have to put your old text. Can you see your start number, your number, character, your new text, and so on. So the first thing you want to replace, okay, you want to replace Excel is powerful. You want to replace what? Excel is powerful, comma, 2. What's the start number? The start number, let's use 7. I hope you still remember that 7, that IS. 7, 2. What's the new text? The new text is, you know that 7, 2 is IS, is the if you remember the mid we did here. So 7, 2, the start number and the number character that it will be counting from the start number, which is 2 numbers, which IS is. We want to replace that word to what? We want to replace it to was, WAS. I hope you understand. So by clicking our tab, we have what? Excel was powerful, and this is a past tense. I hope we all understand this. So from Excel is powerful, we could replace that is powerful to was powerful using the replace function. So we have a function called the substitute rather. So for the substitute, it's also a function that replaces occurrences or of a specified substring within a string. For example, we have something like okay, I'm coming. Let me move all this together so it will be easier for us. So now we have substitute. So for the substitute, we have equal to inside the substitute function. Then at tab, what was the text? The text is Excel. Excel. Okay, let me write it very well. Excel. So the text is Excel, and after that we said Excel is powerful, right? So comma. What's the old text? The old text there is what? We're talking about substitute. The old text there is other way for it to specify the substring within a string. So the old text is what? Is. Is, comma, and the new text will be what? What's the new text you want to put? Was. All you have to do is to close the parentheses with your tab. Then we have Excel was powerful. That's a substitute. I hope you all understand. So for this, we have the repeat function, and basically the repeat text is a specified number of times. Like you want to repeat a text or a number in different times. So we have what we call the rept function. So open parenthesis. What's the text? The text is Excel. That's the text, comma 3, close. That means you want to repeat that Excel in what? In 3 times, which will give us Excel. Excel. We want to repeat it in 3 times consequently. So these functions can also combine the used creatively to manipulate text in Excel according to your own requirements. So okay, we are through with this, and the next one now is the activity 2, in which I'll be sharing another video for that. Thank you very much. Have a good day ahead.